Hi, my name is Albert Ngo, and I'm a workers' compensation attorney here at Brooks Law Firm. We here at Brooks Law Firm specialize in workers' compensation claims. Every day, we get a lot of calls from hardworking individuals who have been injured on the job, and usually because of one reason or another, the insurance company has denied their claim for benefits. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 common mistakes that people make when pursuing their workers' compensation claims. Mistake number 1, waiting over 4 years to file their claim. In Massachusetts, for workers' compensation claims, there's a form that employees must file, which is called a 110, that needs to be filed within 4 years of the date of injury. We've had some cases here at Brooks Law Firm where people haven't filed their cases, they waited over 4 years to file their cases, and then they come to us asking them to pursue their claim. And in Massachusetts, there is a hard deadline on when you can file a claim. This is called the statute of limitations. So typically when these clients come to us with claims that are over 4 years old and they haven't filed their 110, we unfortunately can't pursue it because the statute of limitations has told. Now in Massachusetts, employers are required to file what's called a Form 101, employer's first report of an injury, but the responsibility is on the employee to file a claim timely to pursue their workers' compensation claim. So what we like to tell clients is that the second that you've had a chance to relax, take a second to breathe and look at what's been happening so far after your injury, to call a workers' compensation attorney so that they can begin the process of filing your claim timely. Mistake number 2, forcing yourself to return to work even though you may or may not be injured. We understand for a lot of our injured clients that returning to work is important because you have to make a living and you have to put food on the table. Oftentimes we hear about employees forcing themselves to return to work even though they may or may not be cleared to return back to work out of this need. Unfortunately, returning to work early, especially when your doctor hasn't cleared you to return back to work, could jeopardize your workers' compensation claim. After all, the point of workers' compensation is to compensate you for your time out of work, and should you return to work for whatever reason, you can't continue getting benefits at the same time. Doing so might result in what's called an overpayment and could result in money that you owe back to the insurance company. Mistake number 3, not telling medical providers the truth about the nature of your work-related injury. We often hear way too often that employers try to convince their employees to not tell the truth to their medical providers in exchange for money, or in exchange for gratuity, or in exchange of taking care of this person while they're outside of work. This almost always ends up in a disaster for the employee and an advantage to the employer. And not telling the truth to your medical providers up front, who unfortunately they have to take what you say at face level, but by not telling them the truth about this up front, it could jeopardize your ability to get workers' compensation benefits down the line. After all, workers' compensation is still litigation, and in litigation, your attorney's job is to persuade. It's important that you come off truthful at the outset of your claim. If you come out of the gate being caught in a lie, it makes it a lot tougher for the insurance company to believe what you say. Mistake number 4, not going to treatment immediately and not getting the out-of-work notes needed to support your claim. Another thing that we like to stress is important to clients is the need to get an out-of-work note from your doctor immediately, and this follows telling the truth to your doctor about the nature of your work-related injury. You see, at Brooks Law Firm, we always try to tell clients how important it is to get this note right out of the gate. We even provide a standardized form for clients to print out and to have their doctors fill out for them so that we can make this process as pain-free as possible. These supporting documents or out-of-work notes are essential to starting your benefits and keeping your benefits going on in terms of your workers' compensation case. Mistake number 5, not being truthful to their attorney. Finally, and this generally just applies to any sort of representation between an attorney and a client, there are times when the client is not being fully truthful with their attorney. It's very important to be honest to your attorney about the nature of your injury and how the work accident occurred. Doing so is essential so that your attorney can seek the best possible outcome for your case. That's why it's important to communicate often, truthfully, and proactively with your attorney throughout your workers' compensation process. For example, you don't want to wait 2 weeks to show your attorney a medical bill that you got. Send that to the attorney immediately so that the attorney can act on it and bill the proper providers. Anyway, that's the 5 mistakes that I've noticed come up pretty often in terms of pursuing a workers' compensation case. If someone you know has been hurt on the job, please share this video with them. And if you or someone you know have any questions about how the process goes, feel free to give Brooks Law Firm a call. Our experience, expertise, and professionalism is unmatched when it comes to helping injured workers get back on their feet.